Baby, what you wanna do? Shoot your shot, cause I'm bulletproof.
Listen, wait me, baby.
Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Samantha Munyoki, but I go by the name Munyoki on all my socials. Welcome to the family. Oh my god, I'm so excited because the last time I uploaded a video, we were at 24, was it 24, 25 subscribers? The family has grown to 47. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Words are not enough to explain what I'm feeling. So this video is going to be a sit down. I'm just going to be talking about my experience after graduating, job opportunities. Now, wacha niwaambie in Nairobi, maisha ni maisha ni ngumu.
My head is splitting, man.
Sorry.
Oh, God. What?
I wonder how people who like support themselves, pay their own rent, mortgage, what else? Run their businesses, have to go to work, feed themselves. There are some who have families. You have kids. You have a family. Like, how do you do that? Give us the secret. So for me, where adulthood is not my thing. Like where you hapana, you nimekataa. So my experience after graduating when it comes to getting a job, I'm just going to tell you, this is not going to be a gist or anything. It's going to be like the full story. So if you're standing, honey, I suggest you sit down because each chai inakuja na flask ile ya 1.5 liters cause So after finishing school, I just wanted to like, I don't know, I had the pressure of getting a job, starting my own life. You see, because while in uni, I was staying at home. I'm still at home. I'm still at home. Like I'm my mama's bundle of joy. So yeah, I'm gonna be sticking here for a while. I'm gonna be here for a while, mama. You're not gonna be getting rid of me anytime soon. So after finishing uni, I started hunting for jobs. And let me just say, with God's grace, I got a job, but it was at a supermarket. I'm not going to be mentioning names because sina pesa ya koti, sina pesa ya lawyer, sina. So acha tu nikuwa on the safe side, nisitaje majina, but mnajijua, mlikuwa mnimalize nyinyi. So I got a job at a supermarket, and this is not something that I studied. Like whatever I studied in uni is totally different from what I'm doing. Like nothing related to business, nothing of the sort. So I got a job, very happy, very mindful, very demure. So the first thing was, I don't know if it was like an interview or something, but you had to start from somewhere. So everybody had to be a line attendant. I feel like this was just like their way of doing things. So you start off, oh my God, this lipstick or gloss. No, it's lipstick because I don't know if it's blush or anything. So I'm not blading. So the first thing you had to do was be a line attendant. And before I even continue, if you ever go to a supermarket or a mini mart, anything, just be patient and be kind to those people. You don't know how hard it is till you do it. till you do it. If you go to a place and like you feel like they're slow, just bear with them. Just bear the freak with them because I'm telling you from experience. So I became a line attendant for like about 2 weeks, and oh my god, I feel like dying, but I'm not a quitter, so I was like, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. So 2 weeks, I'm working for 15 hours. I only get a lunch break of about 45 minutes, tea break 30 minutes, and that's it. That's it. The rest of the time I'm working. I mean, you can always sit on like a crate, the soda crate, and you just unajifanya tu unapanguza hizo items zenye ziko kwa shelf. Unapanguza, actually hakuna kujifanya hapo. Unapanguza na ile vumbi iko huko. So unapanguza hizo items zenye ziko kwa shelf, unafaa uzirudishe tena. You are supposed to make sure that all the price tags are in line with the item. I mean, if an item is, let's say, Omo 45 grams, I don't even know if it's something like that. So Omo 45 grams, let's say it's like 70 shillings. It's supposed to match, and you have to do it. Every time a new stock comes in, you're the one to arrange all these things in that. And I'm talking about not like a small portion, honey. We're talking about a whole line, a whole freaking line. And I was niliako kwa line ya maziwa na mkate. Why? So maziwa zilikuwa zinatoboka, like mnajua tu maziwa maziwa inatoboka na lazima utoe hiyo maziwa because customer akikuja atasikia harufu, and plus hiyo maziwa itakuwa hapo, so you have to remove them one by one. Utoe hizo maziwa zote, ukizipanguza ukitafuta ni gani imetoboka. I'm not ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. Mind you, I had applied to be a customer care because I felt like I could handle it. So now, guess what I'm doing? I'm a line attendant. So I was patient, working 15 hours. You go home, you're too tired to even eat. Literally, you just shower, go to bed, wake up in the morning. If God wills, you'll have a little energy for breakfast. You have to have energy for breakfast because you'll be hungry till about 10 a.m. That's when you'll have tea. Tea, it doesn't come with an escort, so you have to buy escort. So on days when you're broke, you can't even afford like 30 shillings for chapati or something, or even 10 shillings for kaimati. Honey, you're stepping, you're whistling, yeah? You're just whistling. It's ni chai too, evil too. Oh my god. And then the food that like make for us food, but like the products are expired. Like kama ni ugali, mnakula ugali na unga yenye imeexpire. And mnaona hizi madudu, maggots. Oh my god. Mko na maggots. Unakula maggots. Oh bro. It was so hard. It was so...
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off.
Give me my medal. Give me my medal. So that's how it was. And then if it's other things, like we'd have ugali from Monday to Saturday. On Sundays, we'd have rice and like cabbage. Oh my god. And the rice wasn't even that good. Like it was a low quality rice, and please, Jesus Christ, the trauma. But I managed. I did well. After the 2 weeks, I was, let me just say, promoted to being um a data entry clerk, and I was just taught everything from scratch because I didn't have any experience. So it took about, I don't know, I can't even remember, but like it was all smooth, all good. And things weren't easy on this other side. It was better because I would sit, I would do all these things while sitting, but like it wasn't that easy. You get shouted at every time that you do something wrong. Oh my God, you were not living in peace. Mm-mm. Peace, peace was a vocabulary. So I struggled. Everything went well, and mind you, my first salary was 14,000 Kenya shillings. I was working 15 hours a day, all day. It's literally all day for 14,000 Kenya shillings at the end of the month. And I remember my mom was telling me to like quit the job. Like, do you have to do this? But oh my God, this is my first job. This is the first time I'm earning salary. I couldn't just quit just like that. I had to have a plan B. I had to have a plan B, but it was hard at this point to find a plan B. So I was just pushing, pushing, pushing. And we are not even going to mention toxic working mates. Like, relax, Nani. Hey,
Whoa, brother. Whoa, now.
do something wrong, ameshakupeleka kwa boss. Like, ala, ala. Hata siwezi sema kitu mbaya hata. Hey, nani, wewe. Kama unawatch hii video. Hey! I'm not done with you. So, everything was good. I mean, it wasn't that good, but I was really struggling. I was functioning with like about 5 hours, 6 hours max of sleep. Off, they'd only give us a single off in a month. Single off. Kwani mini tractor, hadi tractor upumzika. Oh my God. You're working, you're tired, they expect perfection, and you only get one off in a month. There were these things called shifts, whereby once a week, a single day in a week, you'd like report to work at around 10 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. So literally you only had those few hours to clean up. If you want to go to the salon, go to the salon. But like, why would you go to the salon and you only have 3 hours? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Greet the saloonist or something and then go back to your place? So it was hard. That's one of the reasons I even got these artificial locks, because I didn't even have time to go to the salon. So I was like, let me just do these ones, because I retouch them after every 2 months. So I was like, that will be good. That will be good enough. So after a while, I was like, child, I ain't gonna be suffering like this. So kaini tu na kazi yenu, wacha mi niende. And at that point, it had become bad, whereby they like threatened to deduct your salary just because of mistakes that are not even yours. But like, there's this saying that was always there, kampuni haezi enda hasara. So it was always the workers to carry the burden. No matter how careful you were, you can never be too careful for minor accidents and everything of the sort. So yeah, they deduct some salary from there. Oh my God. I remember there was a time I was so tired I had to fake a mistake. And I was home for 2 good days, and I'm grateful they didn't scrape off my off day. I was just grateful, because most of the time, if you're sick and they give you a sick off, maximum 3 days, they scrap off your off day. So if you are actually sick and like you're literally healing, because when you're sick, you can't even do these house chores, like literally sick that you can't even get up, you can't do anything. So your off day is just gone like that. And the employer, they were so toxic. They would even slap the workers. Like, oh my god.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now, hold on.
Why would you do that? Why would you slap someone just because they know they're on the right? This was actually the thing. You present them with the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. So instead of them defending themselves in a good way, they slap you. Yeah, they slap you. So you always have to make sure you're not on the bad side with these people, because a slap itaanguka tu kutoka pande yoyote ile, because it was bad. So I got to a point where it was like there were 2 people who were slapped, but I was never in that list. I'm trying to imagine, honey, I'm 5'9" tall. I'm not that skinny. God help me, I would have slapped back. I would have slapped back. Trust me, I would have, because who even gave you the right to do this? For me, oh honey, I would, and you can't even record these things, because when you report to work, you leave your phones at a certain place near the entrance and it's locked. The only time you are able to access your phone is when you're paying for snacks. Literally, that's the only time you can access your phone. The rest of the times, your phone is there. So even if you're trying to apply for another job and then they call you for an interview, you won't know. You won't know. Literally, you won't know. And that's how I feel like these guys were wasting us. They were wasting us, because ain't no damn way you're even going to have time to look for a job if you're only having one day as your off day. Ain't no way. You can't even take care of yourself within one day. How are you supposed to take care of looking for a job? How? Make it make sense, Rachel. Make it make sense. So I quit. I finally quit, but like I got a better place. A better, quote unquote, a better place. So it was still at a supermarket, but this one was more of a mini market. Oh my god. Munichangia za cabbage, because so I get the job. This was like almost a month after quitting my other job. So I had applied before quitting my other job. So I was just like, fingers crossed I get the job. So we had an interview. We discussed my salary. My salary was 20,000 Kenya shillings. And now these are some of the things that I hadn't put into consideration. This place was further compared to the other place. So I couldn't walk. I had to use like other means of transport. That means I'm using more money. And this is saying the working hours, from 15 working hours to 16 working hours. I'm supposed to report to work at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Most of the time, I have to leave the house when it's dark. It's dark. I get back home at around 11 p.m. Oh my god. Ukiona tu mtu wa supermarket leo, mhug. Ukisha watch tu hii video, ukienda tu shopping, mhug. care if it's a cashier or like a line attendant, because most of the time those are the ones that you can see. For us data entry clerks, we're usually at the back office, so you can't see us. But like hata gunja barabara tu mtu hug. So those were the conditions, but I was like, it's okay, considering at my previous working place I was earning 14,000. These people are giving me 20, so that's a raise by 6,000, and I was like, I can do this. So we've agreed my work is as a data entry clerk. So I stick to my work. I have this funny workmates who want to prove to me that I don't know what I'm doing. So they're always in my business trying to show me how I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, I don't even want to argue, because this workmate was like the manager's favorite person. So I couldn't even talk about this situation. I would look like the mad woman. So I couldn't approach the issue. So I was just like, it's fine. It's fine. If I don't know what I'm doing, do it. Do it, honey. Do it. So there'd be pressure. Let me take you through the process. I receive things when they come. Like, you have these different companies bringing in their products. Companies or wholesalers, they're bringing in their products. Mind you, you don't get one invoice in a day. You get like a minimum of 5. You haven't put in the local invoices, the breads and everything. You have to receive them. Make sure that the quantity in the invoice tallies with the one of the physical items. You have to check the expiry dates. You have to make sure that the packaging is good, no damages. You're alone. You're alone. And that item it doesn't come. Haikuja ati ni mkate moja. You'd find like an invoice has like over 100 items. You have to go through them. And over 100 items, I'm talking about, you talk about 50 bales of ajab. You have to go through all those 50 bales of ajab. You're alone. After that process, you have to pick up a sample from every product that you're getting. Go to your computer, start putting them in the system. You're supposed to record price changes. If it's an increase, you have to know how to deal with that. If it's a decrease, you have to know how to deal with that. There are some products that have to go to the wholesale. You're the one to handle the pricing and everything. New products, you're the one to create the item in the system. Oh my God. Fit in the price and everything. This is what I do every day. And by 3 p.m., they expect me to be done with the work and start parking. Mind you, we didn't even discuss this when I was at the job interview. Nobody told me. I just come here and they're like, from 3, you're not supposed to be working. That desk is supposed to be used by a cashier. So go to the back of the line and start parking. Parking, honey, you're standing. You see, when the cashier is done with scanning the products and telling you the total price, now these guys who bags, some people call it bagging, some people call it packing. I'm the one to bag. From 3 to 10 p.m., you're standing, your feet hurt.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about.
Oh my God. Your feet hurt. This wasn't in your job description. You're not done with your work. They start calling you lazy and everything. During the festive season, a lot of products are coming in because consumption is high at this point. Kids are back at home. people are doing shopping for Christmas. You understand the whole thing. And it goes all the way to January. Shopping, back to school, everything. So you're ever busy in this process. You're ever busy. How am I supposed to neglect my job at 3 p.m.? Go start parking. Yeah, we didn't discuss about this whole packing issue. We didn't discuss it. I do it because I have to. So they'll come at you. The manager, oh my God, this lady would shout at you like as if you're a mad person. They're like literally shouting at you like you're a kid. Even kids are not shouted at nowadays. You just talk to them nicely. If it doesn't work, that's when you shout. So I don't know what's going on here. Every time I'm shouted at, there are these funny co-workers who just take information wrong, whether wrong or right, they just rush. Wameshapeleka mshenee kwa boss. Anakuita, anakugombeza kama mtoto. So every time I'd like be so busy and so tired. Sometimes I'd forget to check the expiry date. So I forgot to check. So this product had like a span of 1 month before it expires. So I'm not new to this thing. I know when such things happen, you can contact the supplier or the company. They replace it or they know how to go about it. They can refund you your money or they replace the product. So I'm not stupid. I know how it works. The manager's like, oh, she'll deduct it from her salary because who's going to buy it? I'm the one who offers to talk to them. I'm like, give me time because those things go for like 200 and something Kenya shillings. They're like 5 pieces. Honey, that's more than 1,000 bob coming off my salary. I couldn't. So I was like, give me time. Let me contact those people. Let's see what they're going to do. The people were nice. They accepted to take them back and replace them. I was lucky. Another time, flour comes in. Oh my God. They open up, a line attendant opens up a bell and he finds out like about 3 or 4 pieces inside they're like, what? Zimepasuka. How do I say that in English? Unga tatu ama ni nne. Unga chapati zimepasuka. Who's supposed to take care of that?
That would be me.
Tell me, 72 bales of flour came in. Was I supposed to open all those bales, checking if there's a damaged product? Was I? Was I really? It didn't make sense, but kampuni ya Sarah. Samantha has to take it. Samantha, oh my God. Samantha has to take it. Every time you'd forget to update a price or like the price was a bit cheaper than what they want to make as profit. Whatever profit was supposed to be made, they deduct it from your salary. And no negotiations, no nothing. Hold my hand, people. Hold my hand. Despite the noise, you have to clean the washrooms. Mind you, we're not the only people who are using the washroom. It's like an estate. So we're like more than 20 people using this washroom. Why am I the one to wash them?
Yani watu wamenizoea hivyo, si ndio? Nimekuwa mnyonge ama yani nimerudisha game chini ama mpaka
I mean, this place must have a caretaker who can actually wash these washrooms. Why me? What? Why me? These toilets were dirty. Personally, I never used to use them unless I'm pressed, like badly pressed, or I want to cry because sometimes you had to let it out of your chest. I washed them. This was just hatred at some point. I was so tired. I was so tired. So there's all that deductions, there's the noise, there's the everything. You buy for yourself lunch, you haven't calculated that. Let's say on the lower side, you're using like 150 a day. Do the math, 150 a day for 30 days. Deduct that from your salary. What are you left with? There's some people out there who had kids, paid rent, dependent on themselves. I mean,
Sikula ataniuliza how was your journey to the top. Ndasema it was not easy.
I didn't have all that. I wasn't struggling that much apart from the transport and my food and my personal maintenance. I wasn't dealing with all that. So I'm wondering, how do these people survive? There's the noise. You haven't slept enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. So everything goes that way. So it gets out of hand because everybody has their own job. So it gets out of hand whereby somebody didn't do their job. And because he is the company's favorite, they don't want him to bear the burden alone. Oh. So you guys have to bear the burden. You have to bear the burden. And the burden is your salary is being chopped off. Yeah, your salary is being chopped off.
Hauna hata roho ya utu tu, na ni mtoto mdogo bana. Hata sijafikisha miaka 30.
So every time a project would come in, you're supposed to check for any variances. I mean, the system could be reading 5 Vaselines. Let me use an example of maybe let's say this glass. So the system says there are 5 glasses, but in physical, when you count them, there are only 3. To mean 2 have been stolen, or something just happened somewhere there, or like there was wrong feeding information, or the system flopped when you were receiving an invoice. All this is not addressed. Anything that just looks like inakaa tu imepotea, inakaa tu iko le, munauziwa kwa account. And it was like, that makes sense. I mean, if you do that to line attendants only, it was done to everybody. Every living being who worked there. Yeah. Everybody got a bite in the ass for that. So this guy never used to do his work. So every time an invoice comes in, I have to check if the physical tallies with the system, the quantity and everything. So I'd indicate there. If not me, there was another guy. So you'd indicate on the side of the invoice that these ones are less by this, excess by this. So this guy never used to do his work. He is the one who clears these variances in the system. He never did. So I don't want to blame him because it was Christmas. Everybody's busy. You have to do this and that. So I do blame him. But I don't want to blame him too much because he's only human. Cause I'm only human. Oh my God. So he didn't do his job. So since his favorite, they'd be like, we'll deduct that from everybody else's salary. So we bear the burden. And it was a good thing that we're doing this after the new year started, because they wouldn't deduct that salary from your salary. Like the previous month's salary. They wouldn't deduct from there. They deducted from January salary. In my head, I already knew when that clock hit 12 a.m. 6th of January, I'm not stepping foot back into that supermarket. I'm not setting foot into that supermarket ever. So we used to get paid on 5th. There was an advance. We'd get an advance on I don't know, mid-month, and then there was the salary. So everything they accused me of doing wrong, all those flowers, the cooking oil, they claim the cooking oil came from the company without a lid. Nobody will buy that. Samantha bears the burden. Yeah, so I did. So after all that, I knew by the time they pay me, I'm just gonna go. And it was that bad because I didn't even bother to write a resignation letter. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I just want to go home. I want to go home to my mom. And one thing about my mom, she doesn't like seeing me like struggling that much. Every time I'd come to her with these complaints, she's like, just quit the job, honey. My daughter, I don't want you struggling. Quit. Come stay in the house. And I was like, but I need the money. What do you need it for? And I understand some people couldn't quit the job because it's hard to find a job out here. It's hard. And maybe their parents or people out there are depending on them. So you're asking yourself, I'm quitting this job. Where am I going to next? How are my bills going to be paid? How is the rent going to be paid? How are my kids going to be fed their school fees? My mama back at home, my parents back at home, how are they going to be taken care of? They couldn't quit. I'm grateful I could quit when it was getting above and beyond. Like I couldn't bear anymore. I was just like, it's a Friday night shiaba. So I just wanted to share this. And this is not to say that people who work at supermarkets are allowed to do things the bad way. But like, as somebody who has been there, worn those shoes, walked 50 miles, 1,000 miles in them, I totally understand. Every time I go to a supermarket and the parker is like on the other side, I don't just stand there and wait for them to come and park for me. I just do it on my own and I don't complain. Anytime I go to a line and I find a mistake, maybe with the pricing, the price tags, I don't complain because I know what these people could be going through, and it could be worse. It could even be worse than what I'm going through. So just give people grace out here, and just be kind to people. Before I couldn't understand that, but like after that, anybody, I'm not even talking about supermarkets, anywhere I go and there's a bit of lagging or something that can be explained, I don't even blame them. I don't even raise a finger or anything. I'm just like, I understand. And that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.
If you're gonna waste your time, then waste your time with me.